Hey everybody, it's Tarina. I have a fun project to share with you guys today. I have a bunch of these lemon cutouts that were for a banner and I wanted to use them in a different way. So I thought about they kind of look like petals to a flower, and so I wanted to make them a sunflower. I painted most of the pieces this light brown and wiped off any of the residue. I'm kind of staining it so that it gives it a really good base color. This is just a yardstick, and this is going to be like the stem of the flower. And again, just wiping on and wiping off any residue. I painted the petal pieces with this saffron yellow. I love this color. It just gives it that sunflower look. And I did one coat of the paste on all the petals. For the centerpiece, I used a black acrylic paint, and it did take me a couple of layers. I wanted it to be a real solid black. Then I used my little sander block and sanded around the edges just to make it real rustic looking on the petals and on my centerpiece. You can rough it up as much as you want or as little as you want. I just really like this rustic look that this sanding gives to each of the pieces. I did the centerpiece too, and then I made sure to wipe off any of the sanding dust from all the pieces and from the surface that I'm working on. Next, I added a pattern stencil design to the centerpiece. I just used some white chalk paste. This just happens to be dots, but you could use any pattern that you like. I wanted to add some sort of greeting to the sign, and so I'm just adding the word hello to a white piece of wood with black chalk paste. Then I'm just taking some paint and going around the edges and making like a little outline to my sign just to give it a little more dimension. And I thought this was a really good idea, so I decided to do this on the petals as well. Just a little bit watered down paste or paint, and then outline each of the pieces. Then I went back over it with my little sander and roughed it up again just a little bit. I don't want the black to be too perfect, but I want it to still be an outline and make it really pop. I laid everything out before I glued it down to make sure that the petals were perfectly spaced and that everything looked good. I used some stick fast glue first to make sure that these petals weren't going to be moving. That will dry. And then I added some hot glue and put that center down. And then I added some hot glue on the back side and then covered it up with a piece of felt. I used some stick fast and hot glue to assemble all the rest of the pieces. I love how it turned out, and I hope you do too.